Morning YouTube land, James Akers here, the tie guy. Today we're going to be tying up a beautiful classic Giorgio Armani. It's a new tie. I got this on, I don't know, a few weeks ago. I've got like 30 ties in the last few weeks, so I'm trying to get them out there, of course. This is a very classic looking tie though. It is a gray striped tie, diagonal stripes. The stripes are white with a little bit of green and almost a yellowy tint to it, and then a different color gray stripe going down, and then there's some texture in the silk here on the lighter part of the gray. Absolutely beautiful tie. My Instagram will have close-ups of it. One thing I've said about Giorgio Armani ties in the past, I'm going to do a quick review of this. From a look standpoint, I think Giorgio Armani has some of the best designs from a classic design standpoint. I'm a traditionalist when it comes to ties. The exception that would be my Salvatore Ferragamo novelty ties, just because I think they're awesome and great ties. But I do like a traditional look, and I don't know that any of the manufacturers nail it like Giorgio Armani does. Kiton's got some great traditional ties, Zegna does, Isaia does, but Giorgio Armani does a great job. Now that being said, Giorgio Armani ties are not constructed as good as the ones I just mentioned, in my opinion. Again, honest reviews here. I feel like the Giorgio Armani ties, they use a little bit less silk. The silk quality is not quite as good as a Ferragamo or an Isaia or a Zegna. Price points similar, maybe a little bit more. I think these run anywhere from $220 to like $250 in that range. Your Isaias are about the same price. Kitons are a little bit more. Stefano Ricci's are more, but Stefano Ricci's are a little bit richer. Quality-wise, I would put Giorgio Armani a step below Salvatore Ferragamo, Ermenegildo, Zegna. Price-wise, they're a step above. But from a design standpoint, I would put them right there, or maybe even a little bit above. So it's kind of like pick your poison, you know, what do you like? But they do make a beautiful tie. So this particular tie is not super thick. It's what I would call medium thickness. It is nice and wide, which I like in a traditional tie. Lays good, and the silk is good. It just doesn't feel quite as luxurious as some of the other Italian manufacturers out there. But let's tie this baby up. See how it comes together. The one complaint I always have about Giorgio Armani is their ties are not really long. So we'll see about this one. This one is a brand new one. When I tie a full Windsor, which is what I tie, I know some of you out there in YouTube land have told me I should not tie a full Windsor. Well, that's how I tie a tie, and that's how a tie should look. If you tie something that looks crooked, in my opinion, you're just doing a crappy job. That's my opinion. My YouTube channel, so I tie it my way. But anyway, when you tie a full Windsor with a Giorgio Armani, typically it's very short on this end. You know, you don't have enough room to put into the keeper. Because they're designing more, I think they're using less silk for two reasons. One, because the trend is getting away from the traditional knot and doing those skinny knots and those ugly looking knots. The other thing is it's cheaper for them. I mean, if you figure if they manufacture 10,000 ties and leave 3 inches of silk off, they're saving a lot of money on doing that. So this could be an economic thing as well. But if you're going to charge over $200 for a tie, you ought to make it long enough for guys like me to like a full Windsor. So there you go, Giorgio Armani. Let's tie this thing up though and see how it comes together. I think we're going to need to be right about here. So we're definitely a little bit short. Usually when I tie a tie, this side of it is below my pec. This one is like right here, pretty much even with it. Let's see how this comes together. Now, if you need help tying your ties, I do have tutorials on my page. Just check out my YouTube channel. You'll find tutorials. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just doing reviews and putting outfits together. So we're just going to tie this tie real quick here in front of you. Do a full Windsor. And it's feeling like this may be a little bit short. We'll find out here in just a second. Let's tuck this down. No, we're going to be good. We want the tip of the tie, that's this part here, to come in between the top and the bottom of the belt buckle. And we are right there. Perfect. Let's put this color down. See how this all comes together. I do have a new camera, so I got my LCD screen back. If you've been keeping up with my videos, my LCD screen went out. Don't know why. It was a new camera too. Only like 2 months old. Alright, tied a beautiful knot though. I will say this, the tie is great. Tie's a nice knot. The silk feels good as you're tying it, so that's the only complaint there. But look how short we are here. If we turn this around so you can see it, here's the keeper way down here. Here's the tie way up here. Now I have a 16.5 inch neck, which is pretty much an average size neck, maybe a little bit large. You know, I have a larger neck because I do work out a lot. My upper body's a little bit bigger than my midsection. But, you know, it's not such a big neck that tying a full Windsor should leave me this short. I mean, we are a good, you know, almost 3 inches short there. So, Giorgio Armani, please add 4 inches to your ties. That would be a lot better. All right, that's all I got there. Okay, the look's going to start scrolling across the bottom of your screen. I'm going to go through it with you right now. Today, we're wearing a light brown Ermenegildo Zegna suit. This, if you have been watching my channel, is probably my favorite suit. It's definitely one of my favorite suits. It's a lighter material, feels really nice on me when I wear it. It's a thin wool. So we're wearing a brown Ermenegildo Zegna suit. We're in a white Eton shirt, just a pure white shirt. Has a lot of texture to it. If you can, I don't know if you see it on my YouTube channel. I'm sorry, on my Instagram, you'll see it. We're in a gray Giorgio Armani tie with a perfectly tied full Windsor knot. We're wearing a dark brown Salvatore Ferragamo belt, and we're wearing this really cool gray belt buckle actually with some texture to it. There'll be a close up of it on my Instagram as well. And we're pairing that with dark brown Bally Oxfords. Check out my Instagram. It's Tie Guy James Akers. On there, you'll see close-ups of the whole outfit. You'll see close-ups of the knot. I'm getting ready to take some selfies. I'll be posting those on Instagram with the whole outfit on. You'll see a picture of it staged right here on my wall, so you see everything together, as well as the labels of the suit and tie and everything else. So check out my Instagram, Tie Guy James Akers. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my honest reviews. If you feel free to comment. When I have time, I'll reply to the comments. I know some of you feel like that my Windsor knots, I should tie them differently or whatever. That's okay. We're all entitled to our opinion. But on my YouTube channel, I tie them the way that my dad taught me to tie them. This is how I think a tie should look, right there. I think that's the perfect tie, perfect knot. Love this look. Looks great, and I am ready for work.